Hello friends. It's the holiday season and I don't know if you're like me, I love turkey, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, doesn't matter, I love me some turkey. And I'm finding a lot of people are intimidated about how to cook a turkey. It's not hard. Rule of thumb, it's about 15 to 20 minutes for every pound. So, a little quick math. So if it's 12 pounds, it'll be like 3.5, 4 hours long. We're gonna use a turkey breast. Now this is bone-in turkey breast. I've been letting it thaw for a few days in the refrigerator. The tag will tell you how many pounds your turkey is. This one is almost 6 pounds. So for almost 6 pounds, we're talking 2.5 to 3 hours-ish. So while I'm letting the oven preheat to 350, I'm gonna take a stick of butter. I use Land O'Lakes. You know, it's the one that's got the little Native American woman on. She's not on the package anymore. Anyway, Land O'Lakes, because it's real butter. It's not the artificial, I can't believe it's not butter. It's real butter. I believe in using real, organic when you can. So I'm gonna take it, and this comes in like little cute sticks. You can spoon it out if you want to, but I thought I would use one of these little sticks. Get that pan that has been hiding that you only use like twice a year. Get that out, and what I do is I put the butter all in there, coat it. This would be the equivalent to spraying it with oil. Take this is the gravy, I don't use it, throw it away. If you've got a turkey, there's gonna be a neck in here. You gotta pull that neck out, throw it away, it's gross. And then I wash my turkey, just to get the excess blood and grossness out. And then I plop her in the pan. So I take my butter that's left in here and just rub it all over. Now you'll have some turkeys that'll have the little thermometer in there, and it's supposed to pop up when it lets you know that it's done, it's reached a certain temperature. I don't trust those. Don't trust them at all. And I'll even leave the butter in here to let it melt, because I can use that for basting. I don't baste a lot. Some people baste every half hour, every hour. But think, every time you open that door, you're letting heat out. So I only, maybe like every hour and a half, I'll baste mine, just to keep the moisture in there. So yay. Now, grab your aluminum foil. We're gonna do what they call tenting it. So you'll pull out a long stretch of aluminum foil. So it's gonna look like a tent. Put it on top. If you wanna season it, you can dabble some seasoning on while we're doing it. It's just loosely attached, just to keep the juices in. So we're gonna just put it in. We're letting the oven do all the work. And when we're done, we're gonna have a juicy, delicious turkey breast with the meat. Because I don't like those turkey breasts that are just the formed mounds. That's just disgusting to me. I don't like mechanically separated meat. I want the real deal. I don't want something that's been molded to look like a turkey breast. I want where I've got to cut around bone. This is what I want. And this is what we're using. We're using a turkey breast with the bone and rib meat in it. Let's get started. All right, let's take a look. This is after 1 hour. So I'm gonna take a spoon and see the butter is all melty and gooey and awesome. I'm gonna just dab some of this over top. Scald myself on the sides a little. All right, and then cover it back up. So I know I said at the beginning that I was going to set the oven to 350, and I got to thinking about it. And I think in the past, I've always set it to 325. So I went ahead and did it to this. With a lot of meat, to get that juicy yet tender, you do low and slow. So longer time, lower temperature. It gets cooked all the way through, but it doesn't get all dried out because you want your turkey to be juicy. But of course, you don't want salmonella. You want to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. So of course, with it being at the 325, it's going to take a little longer to cook. We may end up doing the 3-hour mark, like I was saying. So far so good. It's looking good. Nobody's going to die here. And a lot of people like to have that golden crisp look. And one way to make that happen is if you kind of rub salt on top of it. The salt drains the excessive moisture off of the surface and gives it that crisp look while still letting it be moist on the inside. I usually just take and throw the skin off anyway, so having a golden turkey doesn't really matter a lot to me. And we'll take the foil off for the last half hour, so that'll kind of brown it a little bit too. But so far so good. So 325, probably 2.5, 3 hours. We'll see how it looks. Looking like it should so far for the 1 hour mark. We're gonna have a turkey breast and it's gonna be fantastic. Now with those temperatures and times, that's gonna vary. If you stuff your turkey, it's gonna take longer because it's got more layers to go through. I went down to 325. Also because it's really thawed. You know, it's not any frozen left to it because I've thawed it for about 3 days. Turkeys, depending on how hardly frozen they are, you're wanting to thaw them for about 2 or 3 days. So yay, we're gonna have some delicious turkey here soon. And it's good for you-ish. Not good for the turkey, but good for you. I don't stuff mine because I like my dressing to be dressing, not stuffed. And I'm gonna have a video on how I make my dressing coming up soon. All right, we're on to hour 2. Let's take a look. Ta-da! It's smelling good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flip her over too. So both sides are gonna get deliciously delicious. And then butter, more butter. There's no such thing as too much butter. See, its own juices are delicious. If you could smell what I'm smelling. We are at the 2.5 hour mark. So, take the foil off. Let me see, there's a lot of liquid in here, bubbly sounding. I'm gonna take a fork and stick it in here. You see liquid kind of bubbling out of it. You know it's super mega juicy then. You want to see that liquid pouring out. I should have used a bigger spoon. That's okay. Lots of juice, so much juice. I will leave it in here for 1.5 hour more, for a total of 3 hours, and we shall have turkey perfection. Okay, it has been almost 3 hours. So, looky, looky, looky. Now look at this right here. Beautiful. You know, it's got like a little bit of a goldness to it. Look at all that juice spilling right on out. Ah, baste. Baste. Now what you want to do is let it sit for about 30 minutes to rest. They call it rest. I am going to just take a little peek. Make sure, see, I don't like skin. The skin's where the so many people love the skin of chicken and turkey. To me, it's just ugh. So that's why the salt would have made that much more crispy and stuff. But I don't like it. Oh, look how juicy that is. Oh my God. Okay, let me take a taste test. Guys, that's amazing. Oh, so good turkey. So, damn, I'm a good cook. Now, I will let it just sit in the oven for maybe a few minutes longer. Even though I feel like it's done, I always like to be more done than none done. You know what I mean? I'm one of those weird people that like steaks well done. Trust me, this will still be juicy. But it will have been in the oven for approximately 3 hours, maybe 3:15. So just let it sit in there. And again, like I said, once you take it out of the oven, you want to let it sit and rest for 30 minutes. It lets all the juices stay soaked in, and it gives it time to cool off so you can cut it without scalding your fingers. But what do we think? When my dogs are good, I give them a little bit too. But what you want to do this time of year, it's so tempting to give your animal meat. If you give them anything, I wouldn't give them pork products, because I made the mistake of giving a dog some ham one time and I had ham poopy all over the floor. But a little bit of white meat turkey, fine. Don't give them skins, and don't give them dark meat. Those are higher in fat and not so good for your dog's digestive system, but the white stuff, absolutely fine. If you enjoyed this video, click on the subscribe button. I would love for you to come and see more of the videos that I'm gonna have cooking for idiots. And tell your friends, tell your family, don't be scared, you can make a turkey. Come back and see me again.